Action! Welcome back to another episode of Rip Through a Podcast. It is preview round 12. It is halfway through the season.
I'm not happy about it.
Why? Because you're going to go half left of life.
Yeah, it's going quick, and then that's it. My year's done, just like that.
Yeah, but then you could be on the verge of a great finals campaign because we have a bunch of teams in there who are going to make it that competitive and that interesting to watch. I don't know how it's going to finish up. We said last week we think one might come in, one might go out, maybe two, who knows. Some people feel the pinch in the back half.
I told you, I think we're getting ready for a big 2025. We're going to find out from round 12 onwards who's serious and who's not, what teams are in form.
I can't wait to hear your... This has been a great finals. The recipe's been built and the cake is there, and this grand final's going to be the cherry on top.
My commentary gotten better.
That was really good
since last year. So you will expect something pretty good from me as the season heats up.
I don't know if the top 8 is going to change really. One team, Freo or Essendon. Maybe in the Demons.
I think for me it's going to be a Freo or Demons to get that final spot. But who comes out, I'm not really sure yet.
You would hate to play the Demons, I think.
I think you'd hate the talent on the list. We spoke about it in the live podcast, but the talent on the list is so scary.
It's really good, and they're finally playing up to the potential. I don't know what it was. They might have had a getaway. We can ask a couple of mates if we really want to, but maybe just their players are like, I'm sick of getting bullshit.
It's a team you don't want to come up against who gets it right on the night because they will hurt you. They will punish you. They won't give you a chance. They have that caliber type of players. But Rob, what's been going on with you? You've been busy behind the scenes without me for once.
Yes.
You're doing interviews without me, and I feel a little bit left in the dark.
I asked him. I can bring up the receipts. I asked him. I was like, you want me and Matho to jump on? Like, as a duo?
No,
I promise I did. I'll bring it up.
He is the best, including me. I feel very loved by Robbo. But what's the go?
Yeah. So Sam Edmund. Actually, his little protege hit me up. Big Sam Watto. What's up, Watto? Yeah, they hit me up. I'm like, do you want to... we want you to do this is your life type thing, like to see what you're doing, or how you're going, like talk about footy career, all that kind of stuff. And then they're just like, it's called This Is Your Journey. So I don't know. I think it comes out next Sunday, but it was a good 45-minute chat with him. There's we pretty much covered off everything. I opened up a fair bit, but I didn't want to start any wars.
You didn't go nutty. No. That sounds like it's going to be a good watch. I'm going to be excited to see what you've pumped out.
It's going to be good. You'll know when it's coming out.
He's told me nothing. Told me nothing.
It's SEN. I think it's AFL. I don't know what it comes out on, but
epic.
It was a good
Absolutely
chat.
Epic.
What about you, mate? How was work? How gym?
Work, gym, come straight in here. More work. You know I love it. I'm in the grind right now. This is what I live for, the podcast. It gets me going. Yeah, it gets me knowing to come in here, talk about footy, things I love. So
it gets me out of bed, but not for the right reasons.
I know.
And we're speaking about the Demons, mate. Just recently, their fans are known for not turning up. Yeah, let's be honest.
When they're not going well, no fans, and it's appalling for a Melbourne club.
It's bad. They won a grand final long ago, and then all these private school boys and accountants' sons and lawyers' sons came out of the woodworks. All the MCC members.
And they're gone.
They're fucking gone.
You're right.
I don't know what's going on.
You're choking.
I'm choking like their fans do.
Yes.
But there was no Fox Footy callers at the D's game on the weekend. And I don't understand because surely, this has to be a thing because I've done a little bit of media and a little bit of commentary with SEN. Oh, no, with SEN. Yeah, SEN. Who the fuck was it? No, it was SEN.
Yeah.
Yeah, did a little bit of commentary with them. And, they planned months and months ahead. So I don't know what happened, but this is BT having a crack at them.
Look across to the box next door of course our opposition. None of them here today. They haven't come from the 2-kilometre trek from South Melbourne.
Bang, bang.
And it's just great that we are actually here feeling it, Al.
Well, it makes a difference being here. I'm off to Alice Springs next week to watch the D's.
And I'm off to Perth. Very nice. It's always important to be here to get the vibe and the feel. And the vibe from Melbourne supporters today is strong.
Yeah.
It's magnificent.
Well, that's a first. So, yeah, obviously it's pretty shithouse that there's no one there. But I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Fox saying, we were.
So BT's with the Channel 7 team?
I think so, yes.
So do you reckon there's a bit of a genuine rivalry between commentaries?
Maybe.
Let's talk about footy teams. We have rivalries.
Yeah.
Do commentators see it the same with Fox Footy, Channel 7?
I think they do because they try and put on a pedestal because they're coming out saying, I can't remember who it was. I'm just going to say Corns because he says all this stuff. He was like, I'll be flat ads with a player going to the club. And I was like, didn't you just sign with an opposing station? And
it's
big news. It's
they sign, don't they?
For them.
Yeah. So there might be a bit of that in it. And if I'm Channel 7, I'm laughing that they're not there.
Yeah.
If you're Fox Footy, you're the home of footy. Fox Footy.
Yeah, meant to be.
Right.
And there's a thing that says we turn up on Fox Footy and Nick
Channel
Riewoldt is here, pictures holding it up and taking the piss out of it, saying, "Oh, Channel 7 takes another swipe at Fox."
So they're throwing punches. What I could say to Fox Footy is, me and you are very committed.
Yeah.
If you want some things filled in and your people want to have a holiday or a week off, you've got our email. Hit me and Mitchy up. We'll come in. I know you're only 2K away. We're 200 up in Brisbane, but we'll come in and do the job for you.
We can do it from here.
I watch the games at home and pretty much commentate and talk to myself. So
give us a live feed. Imagine if they just signed us up for for one game. Like, hey, boys, you come down to a game.
A one-off game.
You would know everything. We don't need to do any homework.
No way.
Off the cuff.
So that's pretty poor by the Fox Footy crew.
They can do better.
But you would think such a big corporation would be all over it. So that's shots fired by Channel 7. And
what's the reply? Let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see. So 1-0.
At home, what commentary teams do you rather watch? Fox Footy, Channel 7, or the radio, which I don't think if you're over 40 or under 40, you would actually listen to the radio. Yeah. Unless you're on driving somewhere. Even then you got KO and shit.
Yeah, unless you're full enough mode like me, have the radio in the ears.
If you got the radio
at the footy.
Fucking check yourself. Now, it's round 12 this week, and then we got to buy. You brought this up on the way in. We're talking, and I was about to do a piss, and you're like, "Hey, man, I want to talk about something like piss on pants." Mental health round. What's your thoughts on that?
This is important.
Yeah.
So we seem to have all these other rounds.
Yeah, there's a million multicultural rounds, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, we have the domestic violence week, I think.
Pride
one of the club does it. We do the Pride round.
There's a round for farting.
Yeah.
Pretty much. If
I
there's
think
a round there, you can do it.
More than ever now,
with
social media, we've seen what's happened throughout this year with the loss of people in the AFL.
Yeah.
It needs to be addressed, and we need to make, because I forgot who commented that people would be going to the footy to watch their team and be struggling. So if we can recognise that as a AFL community, and I'm sure a lot more people will come out and talk about it. Players will if the round is recognised, because it'll be put on a pedestal. 100%. So you would feel so comfortable to talk about it. I think it's a really serious issue, and I think it's something we will see come into the game. Yeah,
I think Fev spoke on it recently on radio. He was saying when he went through all his struggles, there's no way you call a hotline. I think there was 2,500 suicides in last year in Australia. It could be more by now, obviously this year, but people, it's so hard to speak up. I've been through some obvious shit, and there's been times I've been in the car park crying and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to go to work. It's not footy. People think because you're a footy player, you can't be unhappy. You've got the best job in the world.
You could be on top of your game, even the best players, and there is a struggle somewhere.
100%. But
and if it's not, great, fantastic. Go to those people. But every club will have someone, even on top of their game, struggling. So
I think players have the best avenue, especially to get help, because when your performances start sucking, then you get internalized, and a lot of they look at you like, what's going on, how you going? And then we got welfare managers now, which is great. I think Brisbane have 2 who are pretty good. So
we're good.
That players have a quick avenue, but they still carry a lot of burdens and unneeded pressure. And
I'll talk about God forbid, I never talk about mental health. I was one of those guys at the club. No, I'm a man. I can deal with these situations. I think I'm starting to realise more and more now that the struggles are real. You don't have to be this brute of a bloke to talk about your feelings. So
it's a feeling you don't want to put that on someone else as well.
But that's how I used to feel. That's how I used to approach it. So I think this is really important. I think the AFL will take action on it, and I think we'll see something to happen, whether it's a round dedicated to it or a full week just of awareness. We will find something.
Awareness is it's all good and fine, but it's giving people the avenues and the courage to tell someone, hey, I'm fucking struggling. I've got 2 people. I've got you and my brother. Obviously you have your misses and stuff, but you don't confine to them hey, I'm struggling with this. It takes until you're at the bottom to that happen.
And I think for the general public, it'd be pretty powerful to see their role models come out and talk about their struggles too.
100%. I think the AFL's going to do it if they don't. Fucking idiots, but I think they will. It's especially right now.
It's red hot. So
it's a great time to do it. Hey, it's trade period soon, mid-season trade. What does your team and specifically Brisbane Lions? What are they going to go after in this? They're second on the ladder or third on the ladder. Second. What do they need?
Well, I don't know. If it was me for the Brisbane Lions, I'm looking for another key forward.
What?
I know
how many you want? Fucking key forwards.
I know they've picked up Sam Day, but the replacement of Joe Danaher.
Sam's just fell off his chair.
He's still not there.
Someone call him. Is he okay?
He's all right. He's
like, I can't deal with another one.
This is me sitting there because I look at it and it's so hard for me to look at that team without Joey because he's such a big presence.
Yeah, well, fuck.
And of course they're going to look different, right? But
Reece, what kind of forward do you think you're going to pluck out of your ass in the mid-season draft? That's better than Sam Day.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's none.
But maybe that's what they're going to go for.
No, they're not.
So
no, they're going to get another speedy defender from somewhere.
So then, well, what would you think
for Brizzy? I would go for a good ball using defender. Zorko's like as good as he's going. Who's going to back him up when he's finished?
You've got Kitty Coleman in there,
and he's injured again.
Yes,
put up a bit ginger, a bit sore. So he's great, but all the other defenders are like just fucking lockdown defenders. I reckon once Zorko's done, we can make some, but Kitty is obviously the best.
Okay.
When he's up, like his best is fucking But I feel like they're going to try and find that. That's the only thing I can think. I don't know who's there in the reserves and shit. I don't really care. But I'm just saying, if I was like Papa Fags, Simon Brogio, and those type of guys, I'd be like, oh fuck, where's that speed defender?
It's hard because I don't really look at Brizzy like this. But all I would think is, I'd like to see another key forward in the bank for him.
It's exciting because probably the best mid-season draft has been probably John Newcomb.
He's been pretty good. There's been a few others.
I'm saying him. Man.
Yeah,
I don't care who else has been. Like
I can't off the top of my head.
John Noble.
Yeah, very good.
Jai's better.
Oh, it's so close, but both. Ooh. It's hard because it's half back midfield, but two very good mid-season. You can find a gem in there. You
can find a gem anywhere, mate. Fucking, you can find a 35 turning 36 next Saturday gem somewhere, mate. I'm putting out some great performances in the Div 2s and Div 12.
Yes,
it is.
Good. All right, Rob Dog. It's one of our favourite segments. It's our sponsor. I wear his hat like it's glued to my head.
Sweat, bro.
So Joe asks, what did you get up to on your mid-season buy?
Oh, when we had the buys back in the day.
When we had the buys.
For me, it was nothing but family trips. So, the first day
was it?
Like I'm talking about the back end.
Okay.
Like no, but this is how it works. The first night I launch, like once we finish training on whatever day it is, say if they usually do like a Wednesday, they give it off. We all go to the pub and get pissed.
How hard is it to train that day?
It's the worst ever. It's first thing it's up here. It's the first thing in the morning, and it's just like fuck. It's a slog.
What's in your head?
Demons.
Yeah.
You feel like fuck. Make that round right now.
Yeah.
It is, mate. It's the worst training session in the world because it's nothing. It's for nothing.
But then you know at the end of it.
But what gets you through is
those
crisp drinks at the end of it, mate. When you finally get off the track and you do recovery. Fuck you! I'm not doing recovery. I'm going straight down the pub.
Yeah, well, that's the realistic answer.
But you young boys who are like single and ready to mingle, you would all fuck off to like Noosa or Goldie or somewhere.
One we used to certainly towards my back end, we would always get a good crew, and head off to Byron. And unfortunately, the guys with the families had to miss out. They got kid duties. Rob, you couldn't come. I know you tried your best, but
I tried.
We at Brizzy, I can only comment on my time, is we tried to get away.
Yeah, you want to switch off.
Want to switch off, but get away and have a fun time. Yep. Like, no issue. Go somewhere, get an Airbnb out at Whoop Whoop and lock in with the boys.
That's the best.
Try different pubs, these little country pubs that you've never seen. All these different taverns. So that's what we like to get up to.
You know what? You know what the boys are doing? That they've had a little bit of commotion around their name and the trade period. You know what they're doing that week?
I think they're meeting other clubs, are they?
Yeah, fucking meeting other clubs, mate.
That's so some boys are busy in the buy.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I'd always had a good buy.
You needed it.
It reset. It was a perfect reset because after you had your little pub sesh or whatever, you're actually ready to lock back in again. You're like, righto, knock that off. Don't have to think about it anymore.
The whole club of boys are there, not just like 4 or 5. As soon as you finish training, everyone's there.
Everyone's there. So it is good. It's a good time to bond. If you're struggling a bit as a club, it's a really good time to get the group together and get going again.
A lot of my teams, they'll be praying on. They might have do a weekend. You never know. But if you stay local, you don't want to stay local. You want to get the fuck out, reset, come back, and you're fresh as daisy.
That's
the second half of the year. Swans, are they out of the finals race? Like, let's just be blunt.
This is it. This round is
this is the last round we gave them.
No, they're on thin ice.
Yeah.
It's cracking under their feet.
Yeah.
They're about to drop in. One more player steps on it, they're dropping in. So one more loss, they're sinking. So for me,
they play the Crows this weekend.
They're playing the Crows, and it won't get any easier for them. No. They're coming off a big loss to Melbourne. I'm all about responding. I haven't seen it much from the Swans, but if they lose this, I think Dean Cox, he'll be booking his trip away. The boys will be getting their holiday ready to Ibiza, Vegas, wherever to go.
Yeah.
Which I didn't see coming from the Sydney Swans. I really do like their outfit. I love some of their players, especially Isaac Heaney. We love him. But I think this will be it for them.
Well, they haven't pumped, but they've beaten the Crows the last 3 times they've played. But I just want to check out the injury list for Sydney Swans, because that's all that's in my head from round 3.
Yeah.
You told me like, they got like 12 of the 22 out.
They had a few.
So, but let's just check because I don't know if that's a thing anymore.
Check
and if it is, then fucking okay, yeah, it's pretty big.
Okay,
all right,
read me
so
through it.
they got Joel Amati suspension.
Yep.
Reich Andrew, don't know who that is. Harry Cunningham, foot test.
Yep.
Will Edwards, don't know. Robbie Fox, calf test. Aaron Francis, concussion test. Errol Gooden, ankle 3-4 weeks. That's a big one.
Yep.
Logan McDonald, ankle TBC. That's a big one. Callum Mills, suspension. That's a big one. Tom Papley, foot 3 to 4 weeks. That's a big one. Sam Wicks, don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
So
he's been in their team all year.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 5.
I'd say 6, yeah.
6.
6.
No, and 7 because Joel's out too.
Okay, 7 important players.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
But the thing is, they've had too many losses. Like you can blame the injury list, but now we're talking about they need to win. Like they can't afford to lose.
Have some fucking depth.
So
Or play for your coach. It's his first year.
it is what it is.
Look after him.
So I'm putting it down. If they can't win this, they're not playing finals.
Yeah.
That's it.
100%.
This is it.
Say it again and look down the barrel.
If they cannot win, Sydney will not be playing finals. And I did not see this coming at all, everybody.
You heard it here first. And I fucking wholeheartedly, I agree with that.
We gave them to round 12. This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one. You got to get up, Swannies.
Yeah. Don't do it. Just win. It's not hard. I don't want you to beat Adelaide, actually, because I like Adelaide. But don't fucking lose. All right. Now, let's preview a few big games. And off the bat, we're not doing Brisbane and Essendon. That's not a big game.
No.
That's not a big game. It's a big, good game.
Well,
It could be a blowout or a good game.
It's a big game in terms of
Essendon.
And
losing to Essendon, potentially.
And losing to Essendon, which won't happen. They've got too many injuries. So I'm expecting a big blowout for the Lions tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We won't touch on it too much, but
it's a big one.
I'll be able to talk about it plenty in the next live podcast.
Someone's going to be butthurt, and I don't think it's going to be the Lions.
It's going to be the biggest. If Lions lose, I'll say it here. It's the biggest loss of the season. It's worse than Carlton versus Richmond.
No, fuck no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
With the Essendon's injuries, Brisbane at home in hot form.
Mate. No.
I'll put it on.
Way in hell. That was a bit. People would have been on, watch after that.
You think?
That's derailed their season.
Okay, well, I'll put it very close behind then.
Second.
Very close behind.
Because that was horrid loss.
Anyway, it'd be a terrible loss for the Lions. I think I'd run through a brick wall if that happened, but
and hurt yourself more. You should be doing that in the fucking game. Anyway, Friday night it is. Where are they sitting on the ladders? First and what? First and 6.
Yeah, so it's big.
Hawks are sliding.
They're sliding.
7-4, 9-2.
Yeah, they've lost the last 3.
Ooh.
Have they lost? Oh, no, last 2. This could be their 3rd in a row. Sorry.
Yeah, lots against the Suns, lots against the Queensland teams, baby.
Yeah, so this is what I was meant to say. Yeah.
So last 3, Hawks smashed them last year by 66 points.
Yeah.
And then it was a close one, 77-72 in favour of Collingwood. And then Hawks beat them again in 2023 by 32. So if you're going off history and coaches like, oh, this is the trends,
it's time for Collingwood to get their win back.
Hawks have got the wood over them. So this is a big game. Do you have anything around this? Like, I know it's first v 6. If Hawks get this win, fuck, they just go back up. I reckon they just go back up.
It shoots them right back up to say they're a top 4 team. Someone has to drop out, which is weird to say because I keep saying this about different teams each week, but it's based off how good Collingwood are going.
Well, they're the team to beat at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
Then Geelong and then Brizzy.
Yeah,
in my eyes. It might be a little bit,
They're so in form, and they just don't look like dropping off. And they've found so many good depth players like Ned Long.
Yes.
They've got people coming in filling
Averaging
roles.
18 disposals from nowhere.
It's crazy what they're doing on that list. Their depth is good. They're winning games. They've had a lot of key players out, and they still win games.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even say Collingwood have cemented their best 22 yet.
I'd say
they definitely haven't. What they're putting up, is crazy. Like their 22 is not set.
I think they're the oldest team in the league.
Yeah, they
from
are.
Memory. So they're just finding a way. They're obviously managing their bodies well. They're filling themselves their mojo. Their good players playing good.
Yeah,
which is great to have because if your good players playing good, it means your role players can just play the fucking role. But like the Dacos brothers, mate, they're just taking a piss now.
What I am expecting is a big game though. I would expect the Hawks to bounce back if they're the real deal.
You can't go 3 losses in a row.
Nah,
if you feel like you're a good team.
If you feel like you're a good team, this is going to be a big game. I'm not saying they're going to win.
Mojo gone,
I'm not going to say they're going to win, but I'm going to say it's going to be a very big game. So
I think that's all bravado, that mojo, because when the going gets tough, this team shits himself. So that's what I'm like. I don't know if they're going to be a top 4 team, and if they do, then they get double chance. Great for them.
The celebrations,
it's gone. But they're gone.
They're gone. So
play with the mojo. Like Guinea's on there anymore.
Yeah.
Like, see, mate. Like, he was good, but I guess like Gunners is doing good shit in the foot. Like, other than him and Chol, like Watson's not averaging 2. He's nearly there, but just the disposals himself, like Jai, Carl Amon's right there now, averaging 24. Will Day, like he's a big out for them.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, he's a player that makes him sexy.
But I'm expecting a big game either way. Friday night, it'll be huge.
And that's the one that, if I'm going to watch one this weekend, that's the game.
80,000 plus.
Yeah. And we'll get our tips after this, but that's going to be Collingwood for me.
Huge.
All right, so we've talked about resource that Gold Coast have been kissed on the dick in the first half of the year.
The AFL's Nepo baby.
Yeah. Big Vossy, he's been copping the backlash for that shit. Yeah, they're Nepo baby. All right, so this is the draw difficulty, and I'm guessing it's based on where current ladder position for teams.
Yeah.
Like I don't have this AI in front of me. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
But it says rounds 12 to 24, easiest to hardest. The easiest draws for the back half of the year goes Geelong, Carlton, Gold Coast, Bulldogs, Adelaide, Freo, Sydney, Richmond, Melbourne. And then we go from 18th down for the hardest. Port have the hardest run home. You mentioned recently they've played all the good teams. Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah.
Brisbane, they've got a second hardest run home. What do you think about that? Don't care, throw it at us.
I'll throw it at you once you read the list.
Okay, sweet. Essendon, 16, West Coast, North, Saints, Collingwood, Hawthorn, GWS. So Gold Coast apparently had the easiest run in the first half. Motherfuckers have got the third easiest on the way home.
Yeah.
So they're playing finals. Lock it in, Eddie.
Yeah. I think this matters only for sort of the
fringe teams.
The top teams, like Geelong would be loving seeing that.
Yeah, they got the easiest run home.
Carlton would be love seeing it, but then I don't think it matters that Brisbane see it like that because it's at the end of the day they've played good teams to start off with it already. Yeah. They've played Geelong, they've played these teams. The players wouldn't actually care about this. Because it's based on the ladder position.
I feel more happy watching them play against a hard team than an easy team.
Yeah, it's just based off the ladder position. I tell you what, the players would not care because, the ladder changes so much. So, Melbourne rolled Brisbane.
Exactly.
Like, it just doesn't really, I don't think the players care.
Matter.
Unless you're up top and you're looking like Carlton and that, okay, we get to play West Coast again. Yeah. It's sort of that feel, but when you're a good team like Brisbane, that Geelong, run home doesn't really matter. And I tell you what, the players wouldn't really care.
They don't give a fuck. We always look at the fixture start of the year anyway. You're like, okay, we're playing them twice. Because
it's based on the ladder. And we've had some surprises this year. Like, who would have thought Sydney were going to be sitting down where they were?
Exactly.
We didn't. So I think it's a rubbish thing.
It matters. I reckon it matters if you're like 9 to 13 on the ladder. You're like, okay, we need to beat these teams to get close to it.
And then as a supporter, you love where Geelong's position because they're up the top and they've got an easy run home. So you got, righto, they're going to bank a top 4 spot, you reckon?
Mr. Scott looks staunch in that photo
too. But I don't think it really matters.
It matters. It matters a little bit because, like, okay, we're playing the best team twice. Yeah. So if you start losing those games, you can start dropping from top 4 to just like 8.
Yeah.
So it kind of does matter.
Okay.
But you just play what's in front of you.
Yeah, I just find it a shit sort of.
Geelong are like, mate, well, we're finishing top 4, no shit.
Yeah.
Gold Coast top 4.
But I think when Brizzy said, they're like, meh, whatever, we beat Geelong.
Yeah.
We've beaten teams like this, so.
Yeah, that's inside work coming at you.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about the draw difficulty. Let's get into the quick tips, and you better make them quick, Reese, because you always give me your bloody.
Ooh, yeah.
Thursday night football, it is Brisbane Lions versus Essendon Bombers. Who you got, sweet cheeks?
Brisbane by a country mile.
Yeah, Brisbane, and if they don't win, then shit! All right,
I'll rock up to training and have a kick with them.
We've got a battle of who wants to finish top 4. I know one team probably will. It is Collingwood and Hawthorn Friday night, MCG. What's up?
Collingwood, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go Pies.
It's rude not to.
I don't think I can't tip I can't not.
You have no reason to.
Yeah. Hawks they've lost 2 in a row. Yeah. We get a, what's it called when you say you love seeing teams do what? Bounce back,
but it's different. This is different.
Three losses in a row. It's not great. We got Gold Coast Football Club versus Fremantle at People's First Stadium. Is that what it's called?
Yep. Gold Coast for me.
Yeah, Goldie. I can't not tip Goldie. That's my boys. And
I think it's going to be a good game, though.
Freo, I reckon
it's going to be a ripper. It's going to be right at second best of the round, I reckon.
It's going to be a 2-point victory to some team. I don't know.
Really?
Don't know who it is.
I'm going to say 2 goals.
Oh, that's the easiest thing ever.
No way.
2 to 3 goals is like the average winning margin.
No way.
Yes, it is. Anyway, GWS versus Richmond.
GWS.
Sydney versus Adelaide at the SCG.
Adelaide for me.
Man. I'm going for Adelaide, but Sydney, fucking pull your fingers
Please
out. You guys
do something.
are embarrassing yourselves. All right, we got Melbourne Demons versus St Kilda at... The fuck is TP?
That's the Darwin ground.
That's TIO.
Oh.
Is that Trafalgar Park?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, we got Melbourne versus St Kilda up north. Who you got?
The D's, just like the form they're in.
Yeah, I like that. I like the D's. Yep, good. Don't shit the bed.
They're having fun.
Yeah, they are having fun. They're finding
They're
their
a fun team now.
West Coast Eagles versus Geelong. I don't even need to finish that sentence.
Geelong.
And then we got these teams in the bye. Who's going to win this? Carlton, North Melbourne, Port Adelaide, or Bulldogs? Who's gonna be better for it?
Vossy.
Yeah, he needs a break.
Vossy.
Yeah,
he's not on there, but Vossy.
he needs a break, doesn't he?
And we love Vossy because he's a Brisbane great. So.
Yeah, he's Brisbane great, and he just fucking stops robbers.
So have a break, Vossy.
Have a break. Hey,
we love
switch
you.
off everything. That's good for you.
Yeah.
Jump on a potty. If you're up in Brizzy, come jump on the potty.
Come and talk. We're nice.
Vossy, come on.
We'll
make you smile. We'll pump you up, mate.
And that is it. We're wrapping it up. Thanks to Joe, our major sponsor. He gets us through every week. He gets us up. To front runner, always put me out with the oversized tees. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
And
give us more money.
We'll be back live Monday night. Get in, everybody. We're starting to pop off.
And if you haven't seen that live stream, you can go on the YouTube. It's there. It's pretty funny. Reece gave me a good present. But as always, peace out, A-Town. See you later, boys.
Catch up.